Good morning all. In this video, we will explain the prototype and PPT which our team Edunaba has worked on for SIH problem statement 25019 Digital Learning Platform for Rural School Students in Naba. Our team lead is Riya Agarwal, me, and our team members are Sanjay, Bhumika, John, Sudhanshu, and Rohan. And our team ID is 80051. Now I will explain about the front end part of our project in detail. So for front end, we have used a tech stacks like HTML, CSS, JS, React, and Angular. And as you can see on the navigation bar, we have implemented some features like home, features, and subjects. So this is our home page or the landing page. And as we go down, we can see the platform features as well, like interactive learning, multi-language support. It is feasible for all roles like teachers, students, as well as parents, and it is mobile friendly as well. Now we have added some popular subjects like mathematics, science, history, and geography. So we have incorporated also the AI chatbot assistant which uses NLP models like open source NLP models, TensorFlow and LLMs for its proper functioning. So through this AI tutor assistant, the students can ask any type of doubts to their teachers. Like for example, if I type here help and I send it, so it will reflect in the interface like what subjects do you offer, how is my progress, I need learning resources, how to contact teachers. So if I say what subjects do you offer, so it will offer mathematics, science, history, geography and language courses. Rest if I want to see how is my progress. So it will reflect like your overall progress is 68%. You are doing great, keep up the consistent work. And if I want to see I need learning resources, so it will reflect resources section we can access through. And if I want to see how to contact teachers, so it will reflect key we have 45 qualified teachers on our platform like that. Or if you want to help like a student want to take help regarding any type of question from the teacher, he or she can type it here and just send it, or he or she can also send it through audio message. Now I will explain this language translation feature. So as you can see that first language is English, in which our website is exist, and the second language is Punjabi as well, because Punjabi is the rural language for Naba. So the whole website is coming in Punjabi language right now. Now I will explain about the login feature. So if I click on login, so if the if the account doesn't has registered, so the user can register himself here, and he or she can enter the email address, password, as well as role student oblique teacher. And like I have already created my account here in this Edunaba website. So this is my student account. I will do login here. So this is the student interface which we can see. So we have class 7, class 8, class 9 and class 10. So if I navigate to class 9, so this is the view notes and attempt quiz section for history, maths and chemistry. So if the student wants to see the notes of history, he or she can navigate through view notes section, and he or she will be able to see the notes in English language in history lesson. And this thing we can also see it in Punjabi. If the student wants to see it in Punjabi as well, he or she can see it in Punjabi as well. And now I will explain the attempt quiz feature. So if the student wants to attempt quiz, so he or she will be able to attempt the quiz as well. For example, I want to attend the data analytics quiz. So I will do attempt quiz, and what is the shape of pie chart? So if I do it circle here and submit quiz, so my score is 1/1, and this will reflect on the teacher interface as well. So this I have explained completely about the student interface. I will explain about the teacher interface. So this is my registered ID for teacher. I will log in through my teacher credentials, and this is the teacher interface which we are able to see. So this is the number of active students, this is the number of quizzes created, it is 13, and total 27 notes have been uploaded. So through this feature, the students and teacher will stay connected, and the teacher will be able to track the progress of students, that how much active students are there, how much quizzes have been created, and how much notes the students are seeing, and how much notes have been uploaded. And the teacher is also able to see in manage notes that how many notes have been created till now. For example, this many notes have been created till now. And the teacher can also create the new course by adding the course name, description in class. He or she will be able to add the new course as well, and which it will reflect on the student interface as well. So now I will explain the create notes part. So if the teacher wants to upload some Word document, he or she can upload it through class, lesson title, subject, and week, and the same thing will be in reflecting on the student interface as well. For example, if I choose here history, and if I enter class 9 here, lesson title if I enter history, and subject if I enter history, and week number if I enter 3, so upload lesson, so this lesson will be uploaded and this will reflect on the student interface as well. Now I will explain about the create quizzes part. So through this quiz management system, the teachers can also create the quizzes. For example, he or she has to enter the lesson title, subject, week, and class, and he or she can enter as much questions as much he want and save the quiz, and this quiz will be reflected on the student's interface as well. So now the student's progress can also be seen. For example, the student ID is twinkleheit@gmail.com, and the teacher will be able to get the quiz ID as well, and the teacher will get the score as well. For example, I have scored 1/1, so this is reflected on the teacher side as well and submitted at this time and this date. So all the students database connections have been made, and the teacher will be able to see what student is doing, and the student quizzes submission the teacher will be able to see through this quiz management system and quiz submissions thing. So you can see that all the students quiz id, score, and submitted at what time and date is being reflecting on the teacher dashboard side. I log in through my student credentials. Then in class 9 the teacher has added history notes. So if I go in view notes section, so this is the week 3 for history, and the student will be able to access the notes in English in history section. And if the student wants to access it in Punjabi, then he or she can also access it in Punjabi as well in this section, because it is for the rural school students in Naba, so he or she can access it in English as well as Punjabi. So now my another team member John will explain the backend part of this project.
Hi there, my name is Philip, and I will be explaining this backend of the this project and also the app side of it, which is a progressive web app. So I'll start by the login part. Now here we use Firebase Auth. So if I click on register here, I will put a name, email, sorry, and I'll put a password and I'll put my role as teacher. Now, what will happen is this will go here and it will just create this one document, and it will get this ID and this role, and it will map the ID to this role and put in the local storage. Now, when we log in again, we will get this ID and we'll check the local storage, what is the role. So I'll do it all now. I register. It says registered as teacher. So here we have a document. Now we are redirected here. This is the teacher dashboard. Now I'll show you the login part. So as you can see, when I did that login, it first came here. It fetched, if we have a document here, it will first fetch the ID, then come there, and it will match the ID with the stored uh, role present. Now I'll show the other backend part. So first I'll log in as a student. We'll go to class 10. Now here there are only two courses. We will see the backend interaction by adding another course, a note, and a quiz, and attempting that quiz and seeing the answers reflected on the teacher's side. So first we will create the course. and only teacher can do this, so we are logging in as a teacher. Yeah, so here we are adding a new course. Let us add chemistry for class 10. We'll add a course. Now this will be added in our Superbase backend, the database. Now here we should have a entry, this one for chemistry. So now this will be reflected on the student side. So I'll log in as a student. As you can see, for class 10 there is a course. Now we can view note or attempt quiz. Now let us add a note. So in this note, what happens is when we add this, it will first, we have our backend hosted on render. So it will call the backend first, then it will convert the Word file to HTML page using Mammoth.js library, and then that content we take it node by node, like every para tag, every text tag, and then pass it through to an API which we got from GitHub. It was free. So this API will translate that into Punjabi and give that result to us, and we will restructure this back to the DOM. So the API and the backend both are hosted on render. Now we'll see that in action. So I'll just upload this one. We'll get both the English version as well as the Punjabi version. So I'll put for class 10. Now when I click upload, it the request will go to render, and that will translate each of this character line by line. Now this is the render. See, it has started translating. So all these calls are going to our API, which is also hosted here. This is our API. So this will take some time to translate. So in the meantime, we can see the quiz insertion part. So now when I save this quiz will be inserted here for this class, the subject, the week, the title. All these will be inserted. So we have our quiz saved, and it should appear somewhere here. Yeah, this is the one. So now we'll see from the student's point of view. As you can see, we have the quiz reflected here. We'll attempt the quiz. Now, this was the correct answer for first one. I'll deliberately put a wrong answer. So I scored 1 out of 2. Let us see the reflection of marks. So what happens is when I do submit quiz, this is again inserted to another collection, which is progress. Now here uh, we have this one. So it is inserted with the marks score and a total number of question. Now this will be reflected on the teacher side as progress of a student. So here you can see it has logged the progress, the time as well, date. Now in the meantime, so it has finished translating our note. Now we can view our note, the English as well as the translated version. So when that translation gets over, the note is then saved in the database and has a two content. That is, one is normal English and another is Punjabi, as you can see here. One is Punjabi and another one would be English. Two versions, and we will only call one version which this student selects so as to reduce the network calls. Now here we are. So it is reflected here. First we'll view in English. So this is how the note looks. Now we'll view that same thing in Punjabi, and then only it is fetched from the network. So this is the translated version. Yeah, that's all.
Good morning, everyone who are present here. I'm Bhumika, and this is our team members Rohan, Ria, Sudhanshu, John, and Sanjay. The problem statement is Digital Learning Platform for Rural School Students in Nawab. Theme Education and Skill Development. PS Category Software. Junaba is a AI-powered digital learning platform to create for rural school in the Nawab. It provides interactive, personalized curriculum aligned with educational learning platform, makes it easier, accessible, and engaging one. How does it help? Personalized learning platform adopts for the every child for the based on the level and improvement based on their own method. Accuracy, it helps the children to understand the subject with simple explanation with visual effects and interactive kits. Teacher support by using the power based lesson plan, worksheets, and other digital aids for the educators. Learning gap reduces a learning gap between the support of a school, lack of expertise, instant AI learning based assistant, reduce the dropouts, making them fun and engaging, motivates the students to continue the education. 24/7 support, feature an AI chatbot to answer the students with the academic question, any doubts to solve anytime. Accessible for anywhere. Work offline, synchronizes when the internet is available. Gamified learning, AI chatbot, and the quiz to make learning enjoyable with a reward challenge and storytelling.
does it work? Students get personalized learning platform according to their phase. Teachers can track the progress to their dashboards. Lessons can be downloaded and studied offline with their own Punjabi language and automatically synchronized with their internet available. This app is simple and lightweight. Even the first time users can easily use it. It brings us the a gap between the urban areas and rural areas, filling a gap. That means we can able to get same access where the urban areas provided a facility same as the rural access, the better facilities, the better expertise from the teachers and all. Many of them they don't have digital tools. For that purpose we are making them easily accessible to all the people without any bias. And to get exposure of digital technologies for the students in early exposure for their career improvement and easy for the teachers to improve their digital skills, I mean digital tools for their improving their skills and as well as they boost their confidence without any language barrier, without any technology barrier also. This is what we say about the edudaba, and this is a unique. We added a chatbot also. We even add a multilinguistic language to study the notes, multilinguistic language for like Punjab to solve your doubt problems also. This is only our unique elements. Along with that, the gamified quiz, puzzles, riddles, anything we can, where the students can be memorized, where the students can be understand easily rather than the traditional method of understanding the lesson or the chapters. And most of the literacy were very low. For that, reducing the gap of the literacy low, these challenges can be reduced by this Edunaba app, this digital learning app compared to other online apps. Technical approach. In the technical approach, you can see the student can able to access the login, and with the mobile or the tab teacher can able to access login or the tab, then the administrator for tracking the record monitoring and the management. The first part, the user part. Next is the front end part, the UI layer. You can see the HTML, CSS, JS, React or PWA support. Offline support, you can say the offline support is like index, DB and caching. Backend application layer, Node.js or Express APIs, authentication and content delivery, teacher training modules. Database, Superbase, lesson progress tracking user data, cloud deployment, hosting on scalable server like AWS, Azure, etc. API lessons for lesson delivery, community and negotiation like content partnership and other government schemes, government rules and regulations, NGO support and integrations. Methodology, requirement gathering of UI wireframes using the HTML prototypes and development content modules, the lesson modules, PDF or any other accessible resources available, API building logics and translators, API translators and other tools, implementation of offline support as I told, index DB and caching, testing and deployment. Impact and benefits.
Benefits, as you all know, the benefits are the reduce the barriers between urban and rural, the facilities, the literacy gap to reduce urban and rural, and the technology gap also to reduce a teacher of the facing the technology gap, and to reduce the technology gap we made a simpler prototype, support the educator with learning technology, boost the confidence for the adaptability, and it also helps the students to improve and learn this early age on the technology to develop their own career. Interactive, engaging content, creating dynamic learning experience with the transform from a traditional education to a digitalized education, one way rather than memorizing or mugging up pressurized. Instead, we can learn convey understanding the concept and able to apply in real world life. And overcoming the barriers is most important, which is our motive also. Other like equality, accessibility, quality of education, and accessible to all with no bias. It can be access to all the classes and helps for the future ready, preparing the students for the futurely equipped channels for adapting the technologies, such technologies and innovatives.
Feasibility. It can also run the low cost and integrated existing innovative, widely accessible the resource and strategically compatible with the leveraging the infrastructure, and it is also help the students to adapt very well, and it also reduces the literacy gap also. That is why it is accessible, feasible and scalable also, encouraging on the students for the learning more rather than the demotivating the topic, rather than the demotivation. It, when they see the app, they feel like the children wants to play their games, the children wants to learn something new, that builds the curiosity for this. And we also saw the connectivity issue challenges, and we also saw practical problems also, so we built the offline support first, and the strategy also same. Research and reference. B Future Foundation and other existing learning platforms like Byju's, Amrut Learning, Think Sharp Foundation, Impact Challenges, RR Journals, CS, CSR, B Future Foundation, government initiatives and NEP 2020 schemes. We go through the deep research, and we also see in Wikipedia and Rabbit resource in rural education, other existing platforms like Byju's, Diksha, all based on the online platform. So we focus on offline and hybrid. We focus on offline first for this digital platform. Thank you.
Now I'll take you through our PWA, how it works. So first, this is our PWA. Now I'll open this without the network. As you can see, without the network, the notes are not coming. Now I will try to open the notes with the network. See, as you can see, there's one available note with this network. I'll open this. I got this. Now it is saved to the cache. So uh, now I will open that same thing without the network. See, the note is coming without the network as well. So this is just the showcase of how it works offline as well.